Hey, what's up to everyone that's actually watching this after 7 or 8 months of no uploads. Today I'm talking about the Khree UFO device. The reason I'm actually doing a review of this after so many months of reviewing nothing is because I was actually very surprised by the design of this just based on pictures. The basic idea is... Come on, get there. I got one of them out and now the other one is not coming out. The basic idea is that there are two pods inside of this device and you basically take them out, fill one with one flavor, fill the other with another flavor, or fill one with one strength of nicotine, one with another, or two of the same, just so that if one runs out, the other one is still full. Now, besides from the slight comedy that came out of me trying to take out these pods, it's actually a serious problem with this thing. There's nothing on the device itself to grip onto to take out the pods, and I'd say that's probably the biggest issue these could have. Putting in the pods is actually no problem. It's very simple. You just snap it into place and you can't hear it rattling or anything. It's not moving around. It's definitely in there quite securely. And actually vaping the device, well, I have 24 milligrams salt nicotine e-liquid in here, and I can't feel it at all, to be honest. It's not terrible, it's just that the draw is quite loose, similar to if you, a long time ago, I think like 2016, when I reviewed the My Von Earl. It took a lot of pressure to get the initial activation of the device to where it actually started vaporizing the liquid, and this has the same thing. So I need to take like one kind of primer pull to make sure that it's activated, and then take another one to kind of get that heat working basically. The flavor in the pods, honestly, it's not that great. They're using nichrome wire, which I can understand. For something like this, a low-powered device, nichrome heats up a lot faster, so it's a good idea for like mouth-to-lung stuff. But personally, I'm not a fan of how nichrome tastes. You can get the same performance, I find, out of stainless steel, but it's way better flavor. I can show you what it's like when you take a lung inhale on here. Is definitely a much better hit, but if I'm buying a device like this, I'm looking for mouth to lung. The device itself is incredibly light. This feels like there's absolutely nothing in your pocket. If you pop it in there, you can obviously feel it in your hand because you're not holding nothing, but it is very, very light. It doesn't feel like it's made out of very strong materials. The whole body is plastic. But honestly, so far, it's taken a couple drops, nothing serious, and it seems to have held up all right. I just cannot attest to the durability of this device itself. So this is off to a great start. First review in a long time, and it seems to be all negative. There are some good positives about this. One, micro USB, it's nice. It's not a proprietary charger that you see quite a lot of these pod systems using nowadays. It lights up just at the bottom to tell you the battery life. If you can see there at the top, on the edges of the two pods, there are tiny two little notches. And that could be an indicator for you to see which pod is which, because of course the first question a lot of people ask with something that takes two different pods is, how do I tell the difference? For a lot of people that don't have the best vision, you're not going to be able to see those notches at all. It took a little while for me to actually notice them. But included in the box is a pack of stickers, basically little silver stickers that you stick on. They say to stick them on the pods. Problem is, if they're on the pods, you can't see them on the outside of the device, so you have to take them out to look at them. It's not the easiest to take out. That was actually quite easy. And then you have to look at it, say, okay, yep, that's the one, put it back in and vape it. That's a waste of time in my opinion. You could put them on the outside just to indicate, instead of those two little notches, you get a little silver sticker. That should work, but then it takes away from the kind of sleekness of the device and the kind of clean look that they were going for. And look at that, it's getting negative again. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of this device. It does work though, and if you have nothing else to buy, this is still gonna get nicotine into your system. But as the vaping industry has been in the past however many years, there's something better on the market, and if you're out looking for it, you will find it. Price wise, this thing is about 40 US Oh my god, that is an incredibly high price for what this is. I understand it's a bit more complicated when you're looking at two different pods, two different connections, but the fact that this thing is made entirely out of plastic, it's a pod system which is supposed to be mouth-to-lung, and the mouth-to-lung capabilities are not great. The flavor being muted, the difficulty of trying to take the pods out, the slight annoyance of potentially not remembering which pod is which just from looking on the outside. I would not buy this for myself. On the plus side, it does look pretty cool. It comes in a variety of colors, and I'll probably keep this around for novelty's sake, but that's about it. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I know it was relatively simple and straightforward, but I figure if I'm coming back to do a review, I'm not going to fill it with a bunch of bullshit. I want to get straight to the point, and those are my opinions on this device. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again soon, actually, because I have another device on the way. It's another pod system that looks interesting, but I will be very busy in the next month, so you'll probably see it towards the end of June, maybe even July. See you.